high school sports fans, and welcome to tonight's broadcast of KSL Sports Rewind high school basketball coverage here live from Mountain Ridge High School. I am Brian Brown, broadcasting from Sentinel Arena as we have a great matchup between Salem Hills and the Mountain Ridge Sentinels. Tip-off goes to Mountain Ridge. Starting lineup for tonight's Mountain Ridge Sentinels: number 1, Tyson Horsley; number 2, Dylan Hatton; number 4, Isaac Langston; number 22, Spencer Dow; and number 23, Jordan Horsley. You see number 4, Isaac Langston with the shot, misses the rebound, kicks out to the corner, dribbles out, resets. Sentinels top of the key, looks to the inside, dribbles, tries to penetrate, pulls up for the jumper, and it is rims out. Rebound, Salem Hills. For the Skyhawks, starting lineup: Tanner Huff, number 0. Number 2, Blake Scott. Number 3, Stephen Taylor. Number 4, Elijah Gasser. And number 5, Ryder Hales. And folks, number 4, Elijah Gasser is one to watch. He leads the Skyhawks in almost every single statistical category. It is still early here in the season as we see number 3, Stephen Taylor, take the ball to the basket there. It is still early in the season. Each team only played a couple of games so far. Mountain Ridge starting out the year 1-1. A victory over Mountain View to start the season, 72-66, and then losing to Crimson Cliffs. This is their third home game of the season. Is Taylor at the line to shoot 2. And this is the first rebound to the Sentinels as they advance it to the front court. A little bit of pressure here from Salem Hills. Over into the corner. Down on the low block. Back up top. Quick dribble, back inside. Bit of banging, turn. Tries to throw it up and gets the roll. And it goes. Number 22, Spencer Dow, first on the board for the Sentinels. Salem Hills advances it up to the front court. Kicks to the side. Up top to Taylor. Taylor pops from there, short, and rebound to the Sentinels. The Sentinels kick to the corner as they're on offense in their home whites. Salem Hills in the visiting blues. Pull-up jumpers, no good. Bounces high, rebound, Salem Hills. They advance it quickly into the front court. Drive down the middle, puts it up, no good. Sentinels with a rebound. They push off the miss into transition. The 3 from the corner, it's good. Number 23, Jordan Horsley for 3. A quick 5-2 lead for the Sentinels here in the first quarter. Taylor on the block, works, turns around, not able to get it in. Dow loses it out of bounds, and it will stay with the Skyhawks. Oh, excuse me, it will go over to the Sentinels. Sentinels facing a little bit of pressure as they try to bring it up the court. To the right-hand side, elbow extended. Into the corner, and that's stolen by Salem Hills. It drives down the court, and that is going to be a charge. Sentinel basketball. Elijah Gasser trying to go to the rack and turns it over. The first substitution of the game. Number 55, Madden Degelbeck checks in. Salem Hills, coached by Blake Frankham. Coach Frankham, a local product, went to Payson High School. Played his college ball at Colorado Mesa. You see Salem Hills gets the ball out of bounds here. Excuse me. A little confusion there. Who's going to take the ball out of bounds? Ball comes inbounds to Ryder Hales. Hales, top of the key, dribbles to the right side. Faces the defender, kicks back up to number 4, Elijah Gasser for 3, and that's off the mark. A bit of a scuffle there for the rebound. Salem Hills able to retain. throws it off a Sentinel defender. It will stay here. Salem Hill basketball. Nice job by Madden Dagelbeck there. He's fighting on the floor for the rebound. Shot clock does reset on that for Salem Hills. Taylor on the block, gets blocked. Salem Hills able to retain the ball, kicks to the corner for three. It is good. Ryder Hales from the elbow for three, and it is 5-5, all tied up here. Foul on the play there. So we'll wait for the inbounds play here. Number 1, Tyson Horsley, inbounding for the Sentinels. Brother Jordan, number 23, also plays on the team. Horsley looks for somebody, finally finds Isaac Langston. Langston back up to the top of the key, and this is where the Sentinels will initiate the offense. Dribble to the left-hand side. Foul line extended. Look, crossover dribble, passes to the top of the key, back to the extension, back to the elbow. Dribbles around the horn, trying to find somebody there. Great defense here by Salem Hills as he pops for three, and that goes in. Great shot by Jordan Horsley as he puts down 3 points for the Sentinels. Mountain Ridge up 8-5 here in the first quarter. Salem Hills works the dribble drive, pitches inside to number 33. Zyler Frey with a bucket. Now 8-7, Sentinels leading. Quick pace game as you see another three there for Mountain Ridge. Number 1, Tyson Horsley. Things starting to get a little warm in the arena as teams are hitting shots. See Salem Hills with some early substitutions here, trying to stay fresh. Go inside on the low block, and a nice left-hand finish there by number 33, Zyler Frey. 11-9, Mountain Ridge still leading the Skyhawks. Miss there, comes off the rim. And Salem Hills quickly brings it up into the front court. Foul line extended over into the corner. Back up to the top of the key. Dribbles around, now passes. Looks for the screen, gets the switch, looks to shoot, has to pass to a teammate, get out of it. Teammate passes back to the top of the key for three, and that is good. Great shot there by number 1, Logan Karich for three. Salem Hills takes the lead, 12-11, as Mountain Ridge advances it quickly and gets the nice runner in the lane there by number 4, Isaac Langston. Foul line extended. Frey looking for help. And a foul call away from the ball here. It looks like this one will go against the Sentinels. Correction on that. The foul is on number 55, Madden Dagelbeck. Possession will stay. Dagelbeck was the one fouled. Possession will stay here with Salem Hills as we see some substitutions into the game. Already a fast-paced game, 13-12 here with less than 2 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Drives to the free throw line, kicks back outside, up for three. And is off the rim, but rebound by Taylor, back up, no good. Rebound again, puts it back up, and that is in. Number 23, Crew Hammer, just checked into the game and already gets on the board early. Mountain Ridge gets the ball stolen and then blocked. You see Salem Hills applies the early pressure, able to get to the turnover, and now number 2, Blake Scott will go to the line with an opportunity to get 1 and 1. 14-13 the score. Excuse me, shooting 2 will be Scott. Hits the first one. The second one rims out, rebound to the Sentinels. The Sentinels push up into the front court. Dylan Hatton has the ball stolen again. Stephen Taylor able to pick it up, gets give and go with a teammate and lays it up and in for another bucket for the Skyhawks. Great job there with the defensive pressure that's starting to give this Mountain Ridge team some fits, as we see again struggling with the press. And another turnover here for the Sentinels, as this Salem Hills pressure starting to cause a little bit of disruption for this Mountain Ridge offensive attack. Skyhawks into the front court. Elbow line extended, back into the elbow. Down inside, and it's Taylor for the layup, and that is good. Salem Hills extends their lead 19-13 with less than a minute to play here in the first quarter. Mountain Ridge pressing up into the front court again. That time able to get the foul call. Just a little bit too much physicality there by number 2, Blake Scott. Mountain Ridge will take the ball out of bounds from the side court. Good crowd tonight here at Mountain Ridge, especially considering it is a holiday week. Tuesday night's always a great night for basketball. See Mountain Ridge inbounds and gets it up into the front court, takes it all the way, kicks it back outside. Salem Hills defender gets a hand on it, knocks it out of bounds, and Mountain Ridge will take the ball side out. Again, the Sentinels 1-1 on the season. They've played all home games so far this year. They look to work it around the horn. We're here to the right side, elbow extended. Tries to drive, penetrates, kicks back out, up to the top of the key. Yo-yo dribble and he pops, and it is good. Beautiful shot there by Jordan Horsley. The three-pointer closes the gap to 19-16 in favor of the Skyhawks. Meanwhile, on the Skyhawks end of the things, another three right before the buzzer. Impressive close to the first quarter for Salem Hills. As the early nerves got out of it, the Skyhawks applied some pressure, able to take a lead. They lead it 22-16 here at the end of the first quarter. We'll be back with your second quarter action here on KSL Sports Rewind after this. Back here for second quarter action on KSL Sports Rewind and the Rewind Sports Network, as Salem Hills leads the Mountain Ridge Sentinels 22-16. A three-pointer from the top of the key swirls down for the Skyhawks. Number 1, Logan Karish with the three. And that kind of tells the story of this game. It's been pressure and outside shooting for the Skyhawks early that have helped them build this 9-point lead. See, the Sentinels have struggled with that. It's not exactly a full court pressure. It's mostly just pressing the dribbler. They have struggled to break that on multiple occasions. You see here they are able to get it across the half-court line over into the elbow extended. Back up top, swinging around the key, back to the elbow. Jumper comes up and rolls around the rim and off. Rebound to the Salem Hills Skyhawks. Skyhawks into the front court. Left-hand side back to the right side. Dribbles into the key. Back out top. Foul line extended. Back up top. Looks at the shot. Tries to drive inside. Puts it up and off the rim. No good. Ball bounces around. Ends up for Salem Hills. Into the paint. Looks around. Back up top. Over to the elbow. Salem Hills looking for an opening here. Finds Taylor in the corner. Back up top, dribbles down the lane. Finds a jump shot over there on the side, and it goes down. It's another 2 points for Salem Hills. Skyhawks with their largest lead of the night, 27-16. Sentinels into the front court, kick to the corner, and three on the way, no good. Rebound Salem Hills. Skyhawks push a little bit, down to Taylor on the block. He dishes inside, and it's up and out. Gets his own rebound, puts it back in. Number 21, Trey Abreu, with the rebound and the finish. That will lead to a timeout for the Mountain Ridge Sentinels, and it is 29-16 here. A fantastic scoring burst from the Salem Hills Skyhawks. We'll take a timeout too here on the Rewind Sports Network. For Sentinels versus Skyhawks, the Mountain Ridge Sentinels taking on the Salem Hills Skyhawks. Mountain Ridge coach Andre Ashton with the timeout, as his Sentinels are facing a bit of a climb now, down 13 here midway through the second quarter. You see Tyson Horsley advance the ball up into the front court. Over the elbow, back to the top of the key. Elbow extended. Back to Horsley. Horsley looks, drives, penetrates, puts the ball up, and blocked soundly there by Stephen Taylor. And Taylor has done a nice job on both ends of the court for Salem Hills tonight. However, the Sentinels will retain possession with 16 seconds left on the shot clock. Quick pass inside to Langston. Langston up and in and gets the foul call. Jordan Horsley, 2 with 1 coming for the Sentinels. Horsley steps to the free throw line. And that's good for another one for the Sentinels. It's their first points here in the second quarter. Mentioned earlier in the broadcast, the Sentinels have played 2 games that are both on the road at a tournament in St. George. Salem Hills has only played 1. A loss to Cedar Valley as well. As we start off the high school basketball season, a great time of year. Salem Hills tries to get the ball around. Ferocious defending here by Mountain Ridge, and that ball is off and out of bounds. Will go to the Sentinels, so the defensive effort there pays off as Mountain Ridge will get possession. We see a substitution here for Salem Hills. For the Sentinels, it is a group effort here in terms of how they're able to get the job done. You see Tyson Horsley, Jordan Horsley trying to get the ball to one another. Pitch inside to Spencer Dow, and he's able to lay that one up and in for another bucket for the Sentinels, and they've now shrunk that lead to 29-21. Turnover here, fast break, and that is up and off the rim, but there's a foul call. As Dylan Hatton goes into the bleachers there, does a great job on the fast break. You see the speed with Hatton. He tried to lay that one up and in. He'll shoot 2 here for the Sentinels. First one up and good. 29-22 here in the second quarter. Salem Hills with some pressure defense and a rush of scoring at the end of the first and the start of the second to build that lead. The Sentinels have been slowly chipping away here. Second one up, rattles around and goes down for Hatton. 29-23 here in the second quarter. Salem Hills up into the front court. Back to the top of the key. Swings it around, tries to go inside, deflected. The Sentinels get the turnover and the steal. Up into the front court. Foul line extended, back to the top of the key. Over into the corner, up and no good off the front of the rim. Rebound to Salem Hills. Skyhawks with the attempt there, and that is blocked from behind. Sentinels press off the turnover, able to get a layup attempt, but it does not fall down. And that will go back to Salem Hills for Elijah Gasser, who has led this Salem Hills team. Not often that he is blocked like that. Gasser has been outstanding this season. 26 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, and 4 steals and 2 blocks in their first game against Cedar Valley. Let's see. A little too physical there on the play, and that'll be a foul. Salem Hills will take the ball out of bounds. And see the Mountain Ridge student section there to greet him. Sure, nothing but warm and pleasant greetings over there. Inbounds. Front court, right-hand side. Dribbles to the corner, pitches inside, puts it up, and it is rejected soundly. Salem Hills retains the possession, though. At the top of the key. Swings back around, looks inside, comes back out, dribbles to the top of the key, looks inside again, finds a cutter, dribbles, kicks back out, fumbled, and it's out of bounds. That'll be Sentinel possession as we see a substitution here for Mountain Ridge. Dylan Hatton back into the game. As I mentioned earlier, Mountain Ridge has had a bit of an issue at times getting the ball up the court. You can see Salem Hills with the tight press, able to get the ball inbounds quickly and up the court, and that is a nice job of advancing and getting the bucket there by Carter Price for the Sentinels. Another bucket. That lead that was growing so substantially is now down to 4 for the Skyhawks. Dribbles inside, looks inside, twists back out, thinks about it, dribbles, goes inside, pitches to Taylor. Taylor inside with the hook shot, up and good. Great job there by Stephen Taylor. Finally breaks the scoring drought for Salem Hills, and you see just a little bit too much aggression there on the part of the Skyhawks. Foul is called, and Sentinels will take it out of bounds. 31-25 here, 2:52 left to play. Inbounds. Mountain Ridge brings it up the court, looks to set the offense, takes the screen, gives it inside, dribbles, puts it up off the front of the rim, no good. Mountain Ridge able to get the rebound. Elbow extended, looks, pivots, back up top. Penetrate dribble, inside, looks inside, it gets up and good. Great job there on the bucket by Spencer Dow for 2 points. Salem Hills goes back to the well with Taylor. He gets fouled on that possession. 31-27 the score. Taylor at the line. He will be shooting 2. Misses the first, and Salem Hills has had up to a double-digit lead at points here. And great job there by Mountain Ridge to fight back into this one and shrink that lead to just 4 points here. Taylor with the second attempt is up and rims out. Rebound to Mountain Ridge. Sentinels in the home white. Salem Hills in the road darks. Extended dribble here for Dylan Hatton. He's able to bring it over, penetrates inside, gets the ball up, does not finish, but Spencer Dow with the follow. Another 2 points. It is now 31-29 as Mountain Ridge has climbed back into this one here in the second quarter. Ball goes out of bounds, back to Salem Hills. Skyhawks, a little bit of a drought here. Plenty of time on the shot clock, 29 seconds. Dribbles, penetrates, puts it up, off the glass, and in is Elijah Gasser there. on the board for the Skyhawks. 33-29, under 2 minutes to play. Turnover there. See Gasser in the corner, pitches out, up top for three, and that one in and out for Logan Karish. He's hit a couple of those tonight. Advances to Dylan Hatton, up and finishes the layup for Mountain Ridge. 33-31. Salem Hills leads. Into the front court, looks for the screen, takes it to the left-hand side, dishes into the quarter. There's a foul call. This is going to be a turnover. Mountain Ridge ball with 45.9 left here in the second quarter. Sentinels will inbound from the baseline. Salem Hills applying the pressure as they have for most of the game. You can see some hands on hips early here in the second quarter. Start of the season, players still acclimating to game speed, game tempo. Inbounds over here, the right-hand side, back over to Hatton. Hatton slowly brings it up the court. Dribbles, penetrates, takes it to the rack, lays it up, and in! 2 points, tie game! Mountain Ridge, Salem Hills, as we tick down for the final seconds here in the second quarter. Salem Hills will look to play for the final possession. 20 seconds on the clock. As they're dribbling and call a timeout here. What a comeback and fight by the Mountain Ridge Sentinels. Down at 1 point, double digits. They've tied it up here in the second quarter. We'll take a timeout with them here on the KSL Sports Rewind Network. Ridge High School for high school basketball on KSL Sports Rewind and the Rewind Sports Network. I am Brian Brown in the house tonight as the Salem Hills Skyhawks face off against the Mountain Ridge Sentinels. We are tied up here with 16.8 left to play, 33 all. Salem Hills inbounding. Skyhawks up to the top of the key. Over into the corner, Taylor dribbling, gets trapped, tries to find an outlet. He does. Gasser down the lane, twist, and the time will expire there. Salem Hills not able to get a shot off in time, and this one will go to half, tied up 33 all. Mountain Ridge, Salem Hills at halftime. We'll take a break here from Mountain Ridge High School. Please stay tuned and join us for the second half. You are watching KSL Sports Rewind, high school basketball. Rewind Network. I am Brian Brown coming to you live from Mountain Ridge High School. Tied up at halftime here, Mountain Ridge, Salem Hills, 33 all as we begin the third quarter. Shout out to the Mountain Ridge dance team, dance company, I should say, for the halftime performance. Hope everybody stayed tuned to that. One of the great highlights of high school athletics is it is a community effort. So we see the early shots there from Salem Hills, 2 misses. Sentinels with the rebounds. Mountain Ridge started off quickly. Salem Hills applied some pressure as we see Glasser with the steal there. He takes it all the way for the lay-in. Elijah Gasser on the board to start things off here in the third quarter for Salem Hills. Gasser has been Mr. Everything. For the Skyhawks, a little bit limited tonight. So we see the Sentinels work it around, up and no good there. For number 23, Jordan Horsley. Horsley has been one of the better shooters for Mountain Ridge tonight. Not able to connect on that one. Skyhawks bring it up slowly up court. Top of the key extended left. Back to the top of the key. Gasser pops. Off the back iron, no good. Rebound to the Mountain Ridge Sentinels. Into the front court goes Dylan Hatton. Hatton pulls up and buries a rattle jumper from the free throw line. 35 all as we begin the third quarter. Down court quickly to Taylor, and Taylor tries to put up the bucket and is fouled. he'll go to the line. Stephen Taylor's done a nice job tonight for Salem Hills. Big man with a few buckets here. And some rebounds as well. He'll step to the line to shoot 2. The first one up and rattles around and down for Stephen Taylor. We don't have official stats up here in the booth. And as I am typically a football broadcaster doing basketball for the first time, I'm keeping this one as even as possible as Taylor misses the second one off the front of the rim. Battle for a rebound, and that's going to be a foul on Mountain Ridge. Salem Hills will retain possession, and Gasser will step to the line for the 1-and-1. Excuse me, Gasser shooting 2. Misses the first off the back iron. The story for this game has been pressure and shooting for Salem Hills. As Gasser misses the second one, Mountain Ridge with the rebound. Sentinels jump to an early lead, and Salem Hills pressured their way back into it, going up at one point by double digits. As the Sentinels were able to climb back into it and tie it up. And here we see Salem Hills. Gasser with the shot, not able to drop. Salem Hills able to corral the rebound. Down low on the block to Taylor. Bounces in, dishes to Gasser. Gasser up and off the front of the iron, not able to get it to drop. Ball kicks outside, up for 3, no good. Rebound Sentinels, Spencer Dow. Push it to the front court is Mountain Ridge. Top of the key, slows it down, lets the offense set. Kicks to the elbow, up for the jumper, and good is number 2, Dylan Hatton, 4-3. 38-32. Mountain Ridge takes the lead here in the third quarter. 5:16 left to play. Salem Hills into the front court. Taylor at the top of the key, looks at the 3, tries to drive, puts it up, no good. Mountain Ridge corrals the rebound. Pushes it into the front court. Right-hand side extended, deep shot goes off the back of the iron, up for a rebound, and that is going to be substitution here for Salem Hills. They'll take the ball out of bounds in the backcourt. Into the game for the Skyhawks. Number 55, Madden Degelbeck, and number 33, Zyler Frey, both contributed nicely in the first quarter for Salem Hills as they built that double-digit lead. You see Degelbeck shoots, not able to connect, gets his own rebound, and is then fouled as he tried to penetrate inside. Was not in the act of shooting, and so Salem Hills will take this one out of bounds. Degelbeck to inbound. Up to the top of the key, penetrates his Gasser, stops on the dime, puts it up, and is blocked by Dow. Spencer Dow with a rejection. Well, Salem Hills will retain possession. They have only 21 seconds left on the shot clock here. You see another substitution for Salem Hills as number 10 checks into the game. This one started a bit late as the JV game went to double overtime with Mountain Ridge securing the victory. Now the varsity trying to do the same. Salem Hills penetrate, drive, looks inside, looks, kicks back outside, up top, around the horn, dribbles around inside, drives into the key, puts it up, no good. And a rebound there by Spencer Dow. Mountain Ridge able to clear and bring it into the front court. Horsley up top, kicks to the side, inside to Dow. Dow has good position, works, puts it up with the left hand and good. Spencer Dow with the big man post move. Now Mountain Ridge up 40-36. Under 4 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Salem Hills looks, pops from the top of the key, and that is good. 3-point bucket there by Tanner Huff. Huff not hard to find with the orange shoes. And the shooting to match. Mountain Ridge quick into the front court, drives down the court, lays it up, no good. Ball bounces around, and rebound comes down to Salem Hills. Into the front court, leaves it out, turns the ball over. Mountain Ridge corrals it and turns the ball back over to Salem Hills. Up and no good, but there's a foul on the play. And number 1, Logan Karich, will go to the line. Again, 40-39. Mountain Ridge with the lead. And Logan Karich will step to the line. Senior guard will shoot the first. Off the front of the iron, no good. We'll have another substitution here for Salem Hills as Stephen Taylor checks back in, and Blake Scott as well. Scott hit a few shots in the first half, able to help Salem build that lead. And then the Sentinels were able to claw their way back into it. Lead to a tie at halftime, and now tied here at 40 all in the third quarter. 3 minutes left to play as Mountain Ridge presses into the front court, dribbles, kicks back up to the top of the key, to the right-hand side, extended. Dribbles around, kicks back up, top of the key. Looks to set the offense, dribbles over into the corner. Comes to the elbow, and back up top for 3 is number 4, Isaac Langston. Langston, 4-3. Skyhawks with possession. Taylor looks, puts it up, rims out, and rebound comes down to the Mountain Ridge Sentinels. Sentinels look to push, slow it up. Kick to the corner, up for 3 is Horsley, and that is off the rim, no good. Rebound comes down to Salem Hills. Quick push into the front court for the Skyhawks. Free throw line extended on the left-hand side. Looks to set the offense, penetrates, kicks back up to Taylor up the top. He looks at the 3, stares it down, and hits! The big man from downtown, 4-3 for the Salem Hills Skyhawks. 43 all with less than 2 minutes to play here. Mountain Ridge with possession, drives into the middle, scoops it up and off the window, and good. It's number 21, Logan Day Spencer Dow with a bucket. Pardon me, that's Keaton Richardson with the bucket. And the deflection, able to get the ball out of bounds. Now the Sentinels will take possession with 1:38 left to play here. 45-43, Mountain Ridge leads. In the home whites, Salem Hills in the visitor blues. Inbound comes to the backcourt. You see the pressure applied by Salem Hills. The very same pressure was part of what allowed them to build an early double-digit lead in the first half. Mountain Ridge has settled in, done a great job of executing and able to build a lead of their own. Inside, ball goes, and up and good is Keaton Richardson. 4 points here in the second half for Richardson. Sentinels go up 47-43. Sentinels back up to the top of the key. Looks and drives inside, penetrates and scores. The nifty one-hander for the Skyhawks, and quickly up the court go the Sentinels, and the bucket, number 23, Jordan Horsley. 49-45, Mountain Ridge leads it. Under a minute to play. Salem Hills with possession. Swings to the right side, back top of the key. He shoots from distance and hits! What a shot by Logan Karich from deep downtown. 49-48. Mountain Ridge with the lead. Quick up into the front court. Looks to work for the final shot. Shot clock is off. See possession at the top of the key near the logo. Dribbling, looking to set up the offense. Crosses over, kicks elbow line extended, shoots and in for 2 points. It's Dylan Hatton. You see Salem Hills tries to advance it up the court. The ball knocked out of bounds, and that's how the third quarter will end. The Mountain Ridge Sentinels up 51-48 at the end of 3. We'll be back with a fourth quarter action here on the KSL Sports Rewind Network. You are watching high school basketball on KSL Sports Rewind. High school as we start the fourth quarter, the Sentinels leading 51-48 over the Salem Hills Skyhawks. Salem Hills with possession here to start the fourth quarter. Back and forth affair that saw Salem Hills get an early double-digit lead in the second quarter, but the Sentinels have held them off. Unfortunately, not able to hold them off there. As number 21, Trey Abreu, gets the bucket and the foul. He will shoot one from the line. And Salem Hills will look to tie here in the fourth quarter. Misses the shot, goes out of bounds. Possession to the Sentinels here. You see Coach Blake Frankham for Salem Hills patrolling the sideline. Back to the pressure defense that was so successful for them in the first half. Caused the Sentinels a bit of fits. They are able to bring it up court on that one and get into the offense here. Early shot from deep for number 23, Jordan Horsley, and he connects. 3-point bucket for Jordan Horsley, and Mountain Ridge goes up 54-50 here early in the fourth. Ball down to Taylor, and Taylor takes it in on the drive, and that is a travel call. Turnover for the Skyhawks. Stephen Taylor, number 3, has done a nice job tonight. Unfortunately, turns the ball over on that one, and the Sentinels will possess the ball. Push up into the front court. You see the track coming. This is where it gets dangerous. You see the tie-up there, and there's the jump ball signal from the official. Nice job there by that Salem Hills defense. Possession arrow points in favor of the Sentinels. We will resume play. Inbound to the left-hand side, over into the corner. 19 seconds left on the shot clock. Dribbles back out, goes inside, looks inside of the cutter, and not able to get the shot off is number 3, Carter Price, but he is fouled. He'll go to the line, shooting 2. Sentinels in their home white, up 54-50 against Salem Hills. Mountain Ridge 1-1 on the season. As Carter Price goes to the line. First one is up and good for Price. A lot of action tonight in state. I'm thankful to have you here on the KSL Sports Rewind Network. As Carter Price hits the second to put Mountain Ridge up 56-50. Salem Hills up into the front court, top of the key. Dribbles around, penetrates. Dow able to block it out of bounds. And we're going to get a foul call here. Spencer Dow, the big fella, has done a nice job patrolling the rim there for Mountain Ridge, but gets called for the foul on that one. And Blake Scott will step to the line. Scott shooting 2. First one up and good. A little bit of English there from Scott. 56-51. He steps to the line for the second, and it's good as well. And Scott will go to the bench after hitting 2 for Salem Hills. Logan Karich comes into the game. He's done a nice job. Gets a quick whistle on that one, and Coach Blake Frankham is a bit confused on that foul call. It has been a mostly physical affair here tonight between two teams that don't often play each other. Different classifications, but early season in high school basketball, there's a lot of crossover. We're grateful to have you here with us as we bring this broadcast to you. A nice attempt there on the alley-oop, goes out of bounds. Mountain Ridge not able to complete the action, and Salem Hills will get the ball back. Inbound into the backcourt. Karish brings the ball up slowly. Looks to initiate the offense. Takes the screen. Back up to the top of the key. Elijah Gasser over into the corner. Back up to the top of the key, and we're going to get a offensive foul call here against Salem Hills on Tanner Huff. And Huff has a little bit of a question here for the official about what he did. He gets an explanation. Mountain Ridge will look to inbound. 56-52, 6:08 left to play. You see the inbound pressure creates the turnover. Now Salem Hills will get the ball back. Skyhawks have used pressure effectively tonight and were able to build that double-digit lead in the first half. There's been a bit of a back and forth since. Over in the corner to Taylor. Taylor dribble drives, spins, twists, back out to Gasser. Gasser picks up the screen. Back to Taylor. Taylor has a lane, shoots, and scores. Stephen Taylor for two. Mountain Ridge presses quickly, pulls up at the foul line, and hits. Dylan Hatton gets 2 points, and it is 58-54. We will take a timeout here on the Rewind Sports Network. You are watching high school basketball on KSL Sports Rewind Network. You are watching high school basketball here on KSL Sports Rewind, brought to you by Tab Bank, home of the Tab Spend Rewards checking account with 3.5% annual percentage yield on your account balance and 1% cash back on eligible purchases. It's a big deal. Member FDIC. I'm Brian Brown here as Salem Hills takes the ball inside and scores off the timeout. Number 2, Blake Scott. He's been fantastic off the bench tonight for the Skyhawks. 58-56 the score here as Mountain Ridge attempts from the corner, no good. Rebound jostled around, finally corralled by the Sentinels. Back out top to the elbow, extended jumper is up and good! Isaac Langston for three, 61-56, Mountain Ridge. Under 5 to play here in the fourth quarter. Salem Hills dribbling over into the corner, penetrates, kicks back out up to the top. Back to the top of the key, swings it around. Dribbles, finds his man inside, but Gasser not able to corral it, and Sentinels come away with a steal and press up court quickly. Over into the corner, three-point shot is up and good! Isaac Langston with back-to-back three-pointers, and that's a timeout, and a technical foul is called on Coach Blake Frankham as he's well out on the court, sharing some words with the officials. A bit of frustration bubbling over here as Mountain Ridge has taken this one over 64-56 here in the fourth quarter. We'll take a timeout here on the KSL Sports Rewind Network. You are watching high school basketball. Back here for high school basketball from Mountain Ridge High School on KSL Sports Rewind Sports Network. It is Mountain Ridge, Salem Hills. The Sentinels lead currently 64-56. 4:31 left to play. A technical foul was assessed to Coach Blake Frankham from Salem Hills. Dylan Hatton steps to the line, hits the first. Again, 2 shots for technical fouls at the high school level. Hatton hits the second. Now a double-digit lead for Mountain Ridge, their first of the game. What has been a back-and-forth affair for sure. Sentinels to inbound. Into Hatton. Hatton swings into the backcourt. Pressure applied here by Salem Hills. Able to get it up in the front court to Hatton. Hatton pops for 3 and misses. That goes almost out of bounds. Saved by the Sentinels. Swings around to the top of the key. Sentinels reset the offense. Back to the right-hand side. Free throw line extended. Up to the top of the key. Dribbles, pops his Hatton, and good! Dylan Hatton with another three-pointer. And Mountain Ridge goes up 69-56. 3:45 left to play here in the fourth quarter. Salem Hills with the basketball, drives, penetrates, goes off the front of the rim. Sentinels with the rebound. They're going to be pushed quickly up court. Dishes inside. Stephen Taylor able to deflect the basketball, but it goes out of bounds before he's able to corral it. That'll allow Salem Hills to set up their defense and Mountain Ridge to set up the offense. The Sentinels riding a wave of momentum here. Spencer Dow inside twist, up with the left hand, no good. Rebound to the Skyhawks. Up into the front court, right-hand side. Penetrates, tries to drive. Is fouled there by the Sentinels. Ryder Hales. It's bailed out a little bit with the foul call there. Didn't look like Hales had a ton. This will go out of bounds to the Salem Hills. Inbound to Gasser. Gasser looks inside. That one is bobbled and knocked out of bounds. Salem Hills will retain the possession. Skyhawks inbound to Taylor. Taylor inside to Gasser quickly. Gasser not able to obtain it, and Sentinels push quickly up court, and that is blocked from behind by Stephen Taylor. Sentinels get the rebound and attempt a shot, not able to connect. Now Gasser pushes in the front court, up, finds a man, resets, now to Taylor. Taylor to Gasser from the top of the key. He shoots, short, rebound to Salem Hills. Back into the corner, he shoots from there, and that is off the rim, no good. Rebound Taylor, back up, off the rim, no good. Rebound to the Sentinels. And Gasser gets the steal there. Salem Hills will retain possession, takes it inside, puts it up, and gets the shot to fall. Ryder Hales. And on the inbound, Salem Hills not able to get the ball back. And we'll see a substitution here. You see Salem Hills thought that they were able to deflect the ball off of Mountain Ridge on that one. 2:35 left to play here in the fourth quarter. 69-58, Mountain Ridge with the lead. Inbounds into the front court, pushes up top, kicks to the corner, dribbles back out, swings it over, back into the other corner, up top, waits, looks to set the offense. Gasser applying some pressure defense out there. Salem Hills trying really hard to pressure the ball here. He puts up the shot attempt and off the front of the iron, no good. Taylor with the rebound. He's going to take it all the way coast to coast. The big fella rumbles, not able to finish, but knocked out of bounds. And he'll step to the line to shoot two. Down 11, Stephen Taylor will step to the line for the Salem Hills Skyhawks to shoot two. Back and forth affair. Salem Hills had a double-digit lead in the second quarter. Mountain Ridge fought their way back in. And after back-to-back three-pointers and a technical foul, able to build a double-digit lead. Taylor shoots and misses the first of two free throws. Salem Hills looked to sub and rethought it, and now he'll check in after the shooter. Taylor up and off the front of the rim. The Sentinels with the rebound. Pressure applied. Sentinels push up into the front court. Over, onto the wing, back up to the top of the key. Sentinels reset. 20 seconds here on the shot clock. 1:44 left to play. Salem Hills with the pressure up top, and there is the timeout call for Mountain Ridge. 69-58, Sentinels with the lead. We'll take the timeout. You are watching high school basketball on KSL Sports Rewind Sports Network. Back here from the conclusion from Mountain Ridge High School as the Sentinels face off against the Salem Hills Skyhawks. 69-58, Mountain Ridge with the lead, and they inbounds Back up to the top of the key, kicks to the corner. Shot is up and off the rim and out. Rebound to the Skyhawks. Salem Hills will try to advance the possession. Gasser dribbles, kicks back out to the top of the key to Taylor. Taylor with the floater in the middle, off the front of the rim, gets his own rebound. No good. Mountain Ridge with the rebound. And the Sentinels will try to advance here against a pesky Salem Hills pressure. And there's the foul. 69-58, here the score. 1:11 left to play. Mountain Ridge pulling away late. Back-to-back three-pointers and a technical foul allowed the Sentinels to build the lead here in the fourth quarter, and they have continued to maintain it. Taylor checks out. Zyler Frey checks in. 69-58 the score. Inbound to Dow. Dow back up to the corner. Pressure defense back to Dow in the corner. Back up to the top. Around the horn to the other side. And Dylan Hatton has the ball knocked away. And that's going to be a foul on the Skyhawks. Dylan Hatton, fantastic job shooting tonight. Well, we don't have official statistics. He has been impressive, especially from distance. He'll step to the foul line here to shoot two. .55 seconds left to play in a game that has been competitive throughout. Real back and forth affair. Salem Hills, the double-digit lead in the second quarter. The Sentinels fought back to tie it up at halftime as Hatton hits the first of two. Mountain Ridge fought to tie it up at halftime. Third quarter, back and forth. Mountain Ridge took a lead into the fourth, and then back-to-back three-pointers and a technical foul. That's what got us to this point. Now Mountain Ridge leading double digits. Second shot up and good for Hatton, 71. .71-60, the score. Salem Hills advances and gets the foul call. And Blake Scott will step to the line to shoot two. 49.9 left on the clock. 11-point lead for the Sentinels. Scott to the line for a pair. First one is up and out and no good. And Sentinels with a rebound on what was a one-on-one. I apologize. And there will be a foul call in Salem Hills. And the Sentinels will step to the line to shoot free throws. For Coach Andre Ashton, the head coach of the Mountain Ridge Sentinels in his first year, this one will be a sweet victory for the Sentinels. As we wait out the rest of the 44 seconds. Stranger things have happened. It's only an 11-point lead. Spencer Dow misses the first of two. Second shot is up and tips into the rim. Good. 72-60. Mountain Ridge leads. Up in the front court is Scott. Gets the layup for two. And Salem Hills presses. And gets the foul call. Looks like there will be a timeout here. Called by the Sentinels. That'll be a full timeout, so we'll take it as well. Back here in action at Mountain Ridge High School as they advance the ball up 72-62 here with under a minute left to play. Foul called on Salem Hills. Sentinels up by double digits here, 23.4 left in the fourth quarter in what's been a competitive back and forth affair. As Isaac Langston steps to the line for the Sentinels. The lefty shoots the first one and swirls out. Langston steps to the line for the second of two. That one also no good. Ball bounces out and knocked out of bounds by Salem Hills. Excuse me, knocked out of bounds. Possession to Salem Hills. Skyhawks 0-1 on the season. This one, 22.3 left to play, will likely be their second loss of the year. And Salem Hills will make a substitution here as both teams kicking off the season this week. I should say, not exactly kicking off the season, but continuing the kickoff of the season here for boys basketball. Gasser up into the front court quickly, drives inside, puts it up with the right hand, no good. Rebound, bounces around, finally corralled by a Sentinel, kicks to the outside, pushes into the front court, and with the shot clock off, that should do it. Unless Salem Hills decides to foul, which they do. So now with 3.3 left to play, 72-62, Mountain Ridge will attempt 2 free throws. Competitive one here tonight. Salem Hills jumped to a double-digit lead in the second quarter with some sharp shooting and defensive pressure. Mountain Ridge was able to even it up at halftime, 33-all. Then what was a back-and-forth third quarter, the Sentinels exploded with back-to-back threes and sunk 2 technical free throws to extend to what is now a 11-point lead, 73-62. Substitution here for Salem Hills. Again, 3.3 seconds left on the clock. Langston steps to the line for the second of 2. Off the front of the iron, no good. Salem Hills pushes up into the front court, and time expires, and that will be it. The Mountain Ridge Sentinels clinch victory here, 73-62 over the Salem Hills Skyhawks on the backs of a fantastic response to the Salem Hills defensive pressure. Great job tonight by the Mountain Ridge Sentinels, especially pointing out Dylan Hatton, the point guard, as they were able to manage that defensive pressure, break the press on multiple occasions. As you see the students chant the traditional, "I believe we have won," from the student section. As always, our Rewind broadcasts are brought to you by Tab Bank, home of the Tab Spend Rewards checking account, with 3.5% annual percentage yield on your account balance and 1% cash back on eligible purchases. It's a big deal. Member FDIC. Thanks to Tab Bank, our primary sponsor here on the KSL Sports Rewind Network. That's it for Mountain Ridge High School Sentinel Arena. Thank you for joining us tonight. I am Brian Brown.